What if you could start a business in 2026 without building a revolutionary app, without renting a huge office, and without hiring a massive team? What if the opportunity was already sitting inside millions of American small businesses, restaurants, dental offices, auto repair shops, roofing companies, law firms, cleaning companies, home service businesses? They all have one thing in common. They have repetitive work, customer messages, appointment requests, follow-up emails, reviews.
Marketing, lead management, invoices, scheduling, data entry, and increasingly, AI can help automate parts of these workflows. In fact, AI adoption among U.S. small businesses is accelerating. A 2026 book survey highlighted by the U.S. Chamber found that 41% use AI daily,
And that's where an unusual business opportunity appears. You don't necessarily have to build the next giant AI company. You could build a business that helps existing businesses use AI better. Meet Alex. Alex isn't a famous programmer. He doesn't have a PhD in artificial intelligence. He doesn't own a technology company. He's simply someone who understands how small businesses work. Becomes very interested in AI. One day, Alex walks into a local home services company. The owner tells him something interesting. We're getting plenty of customer inquiries.
but we're losing leads.
Why? The employees are busy.
A customer sends a message. Nobody responds immediately. Another customer asks for a quote.
The employee forgets to follow up. Someone leaves a review. Nobody responds. A potential customer calls after business hours. Nobody answers. The business isn't necessarily losing customers because its service is bad. It's losing customers because its process is inefficient. Alex sees an opportunity. Instead of selling the owner AI, he asks a different question. Where are you losing the most time and customers? And that's the beginning of his business. Alex doesn't start by saying, I'll build you an AI agent. He starts with the workflow. A customer sends an inquiry. The inquiry gets recorded.
System identifies what the customer wants. A basic response can be prepared. The lead gets categorized. A reminder is created. A human employee reviews important conversations.
And the customer gets followed up with. Suddenly, the business has a system.
AI is only one part of it. This distinction matters.
The U.S. Small Business Administration itself recommends that small businesses start small, test AI tools, and determine whether they actually add value before scaling. That's exactly what Alex does. He doesn't promise magic. He solves one problem, then another, then another. And that's how a service business begins. Alex creates a simple offer. He calls it AI Business Automation Setup. His service helps small businesses then implement appropriate AI and automation tools.
Customer inquiries. AI can help organize incoming messages and prepare routine responses. Lead follow-up. Automated reminders can help prevent potential customers from being forgotten. Reviews. The business can create a process for monitoring and responding to customer feedback. Content. AI can help create first drafts for social posts, emails, or marketing material. Documents. AI can summarize and organize repetitive information. Scheduling. Automated systems can help manage routine appointment requests. The important part? Alex doesn't sell a collection of random tools.
He sells an outcome, less repetitive work, faster responses, better organization, and potentially more opportunities converted into customers.
The U.S. Chamber reported in 2026 that small businesses are already using AI for practical tasks, such as drafting emails, marketing content, document summaries.
The opportunity isn't theoretical. The question is whether someone can package these capabilities into a useful service. America has an enormous small business economy. The SBA's February 2026 profile counted more than 36 million U.S. small businesses. That's a massive potential market, but Alex doesn't try to sell to all of them. That's another mistake beginners make. They say, my customers are everyone. That's not a strategy. Alex chooses one niche: home service businesses. Why? Because they receive leads, they need appointments, they rely heavily on follow-ups, and many of their processes are repetitive. He becomes an expert in that one industry. What customers ask, where leads disappear, what employees repeat, what information matters, and which processes can realistically be improved. Now his pitch becomes much stronger. I do AI automation. Instead of saying that, he says, I help home service companies reduce repetitive tasks, That's a business. Alex's first customer isn't impressed by complicated technology. The owner doesn't care about AI terminology. He cares about one thing. Does this help my business? Alex creates a small pilot. He chooses one workflow, lead follow-up. For the first few weeks,
They measure how many inquiries arrive, how quickly are they handled, how many leads receive follow-up, how many customers book.
how much employee time is spent on the process? Now they have something more powerful than a sales presentation. They have data. If the system doesn't improve anything, Alex changes it. If it creates problems, he removes that part. If it works, he documents the process. This is how a professional AI service should operate. Test, measure, improve, repeat. Now comes the money question. How does Alex make money? There are several possible models.
Business could charge a one-time setup fee, then offer a monthly maintenance or optimization service, or charge based on the complexity of the workflow. For example, a fictional pricing structure might look like
There are three typical pricing tiers. Basic setup, $500 to $1,000. Advanced automation, $1,500 to over $3,000. These are illustrative examples, the actual price depends on the customer's needs, software costs, complexity, industry, and measurable value. And Alex doesn't promise this will make you $10,000. Instead, let's identify a problem, test a solution, and measure the result. That makes the service much more credible. There's a danger: AI hype. Alex could easily make the mistake of selling complicated technology nobody needs. A business owner doesn't need 10 AI agents.
one simple automation solves the problem. The SBA advises small businesses to consider both the benefits and risks of AI, and to start with small tests. Customer information shouldn't simply be pushed into random tools. Sensitive workflows need appropriate safeguards, and AI-generated information should be reviewed when accuracy matters.
So Alex builds another rule into his business. Human oversight stays in the loop for important decisions. AI handles what it's good at. Humans remain responsible for what matters. After helping several businesses, Alex notices something. The same problems keep appearing: customer inquiries, follow-ups, reviews,
Marketing, scheduling, reporting. So he documents his systems. He creates repeatable processes. He develops templates, trains another person. And slowly, something changes. Alex isn't simply selling his time anymore. He's building a repeatable service business.
That's the real opportunity. Not, I know AI, but I have a repeatable system that solves a specific business problem.
That difference can separate a freelancer from a scalable business. So what's the business idea? An AI implementation and automation service for small businesses. Find a niche, find a repetitive problem, build a small solution. Test it, measure it, keep humans involved where necessary.
Then turn the successful process into a repeatable service. Because AI isn't only creating opportunities for companies that build AI, it's also creating opportunities for people who can help ordinary businesses use AI effectively. And the timing is interesting. US small business AI adoption continues to grow, while organizations are
The opportunity isn't guaranteed. The competition will grow, tools will change, and some businesses won't need outside help. But one principle is likely to remain: businesses will always pay attention to solutions that save time, reduce problems, improve customer experience, or create measurable value. So don't ask, what AI business can I start? What expensive problem can I solve for a business using AI? That question could be worth much more